Well, good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Mr. D. We are out here at Lake Louisa State Park. And what we're going to do, I just recently picked up a replacement for my Canon Vixia HF 200. And I picked up the Canon Vixia HF S200 camera. Now, one of the shortcomings of that particular camera is the lens is not very wide angle. Uh, it's just not. And it has only 10x capability. So what I did, and let me find a zipper here. What I did for this particular camera is I picked up two inexpensive lenses from Vivitar. This is the wide angle lens, and this one is a 2x telephoto, they call it. But it's a 2x lens. We're going to test these things out today and see how they do. So the first thing we want to do, guys, is go ahead and set up the camera. And this is it right here. Now, I want to see how these go on, so I'm going to go with the wide angle lens first. And I'll be showing you the difference of how it interacts and, how it does all that stuff. So this is very basic. This is just a straight screw-on 58 millimeter lens. So you just screw it into place. Now, like I said, these are brand new. I haven't even taken them out of the pouch yet. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Yep, it does. All right, this one is the wide angle lens. I'm going to take the lens cap off and let's see what we've got. Because it's, like I said, this is not very wide angle. Now that has changed the angle quite a lot. Let's get this out of the way. So let's get some footage here. Now I'm not going to zoom in. All I'm going to do is get some just some regular footage. 5-10 seconds is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to take the lens off, do the exact same shot. 10 seconds, done. Now to take this lens off. Now this is supposedly a 43x teleconverter lens. Now, I really don't I don't see what the heck this thing did. Or let's do 10 seconds of this particular lens not being on. I'm having a hard time seeing the difference. It looks like this pulled it in more, so it reduced the wide angle. Now that's the Vivitar, and this is also a macro. This is supposedly a high definition 43.43x wide angle converter with macro. So apparently it does macro and stuff like that. So let's just put this one back in the box. And then what we're going to do next is go ahead and set up the 2x lens. We're going to go out and test these when they're on. All right, that's that one. All right. Now this, what I'm putting on is a 2x, and they call it telephoto. Now, I think all it does is it changes. Now this one only has, I think, a 10x system is what I'm believing. So what I'm going to do is the same thing. Okay, and let's get this hooked up. Now I'm real curious to see. Oh, wow. That made a big change. What the heck is that? Is that a tree? Oh, it's the lens. Ah, okay, we got a problem with this one. I got to be, if I go all the way out, let me show you what's going on. You can see part of the lens inside the frame. So when you're messing with this, you've got to come in to about there to be able to work the zoom. So what I'm going to do is zoom in. Let's try that right there. Let's zoom into this. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Now that's all the way right there. Now it looks like the lens is very soft. Okay. Mounted. We have got the 2X mounted here. And the one thing I've noticed right away is that it does encompass part of the glass in the frame. So you have to zoom out a little bit to get rid of that. And it's like a vignette. So right about there is where you're going to go. So let me start recording here. Now I'm going to go back to where the vignette is. There you can see it. It's just picking up too much of the glass. So you got to take it to where the vignette goes. And then you've got basically your 2X zoom. Okay, now we zoom back out. Here I get the vignette. And that's it. So this is a 10X camera. Being it's 2X, now it's a 20X camera with this Vivitar lens on. And what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and do some test shoots. I'm going to set a microphone up on this, and we're going to go to some different locations and then play with these lenses and see how they perform, or are they just junk. Now, these are not expensive. We're talking 26 bucks for a set of 2 off of eBay. These are brand spanking new, so I don't expect a lot from these lenses. But hey, we'll try it out and see what happens. Now I'm going to put the wide angle lens back on and see what happens here. I'm real curious. I want to do it with it on so I can see what's going on here. Okay, zoom out. And there's the wide angle. Now I'm having a hard time figuring out if that's more wide angle than the stock lens. So what I'm going to do is do a quick test here. I'm going to walk out. Let me spin this one around. So you can get a kind of a look. Now I'm going over here to the same spot that I was at before, and I'm real curious to see what the difference of these lenses are. I'm not really sure. The one doesn't look like it changed anything. If it did, it actually narrowed the shot instead of more wide angle. I don't know. We're going to check that when we get into post-production, but we'll see then. All right, guys, what I'm trying now is the shotgun mic. Now, problem was I did do a clip like a minute ago, and I was out testing it, and I forgot that the shotgun mic had a power switch on it. So apparently this particular shotgun mic that came with the no brand 8K camcorder. Now again, the 8K camcorder is really a bad advertisement. It's 8K at 15 frames a second. Now who shoots at 15 frames a second? So I did set it up on 6K at 30. That's what you saw my intro on, and now I'm trying this out to see how well this little shotgun mic's going to do. I don't expect much, but hey, we're going to try it out. Hi guys, what we're going to try to do now is I'm working with the remote, and this is the WD-88 remote. This is an old remote also. They say it is compatible with the S200, and I did some testing and found out it was. So I'm going to test out the zoom right now, and we are recording. Now I don't know what the distance is on this thing. I have no idea. Right now, my audio is the DJI dual mic system. When I put the Hollyland up, it gave some kind of weird popping noise. And so I switched out the receiver and put the DJI receiver on it and mic system, and everything worked out really well there. So I've got all this kind of stuff right here, so I think we're good to go. Okay, here we go. This is without the lens adapter. And all right, we are in peak focus right now with the Vivitar 2.2x telephoto converter, they call it. So that is all the way zoomed out. Don't know what the focus is like. Good morning. Okay, this is with the wide angle off, and I'm getting a spot where I can come right back to it again. And there's no lens adapter on this, so I'm using the stock wide angle part of this camera. Now we're going to put the adapter on and see how it does. Okay, now I have the Vivitar wide angle adapter on the camera, and we'll be able to do a pretty good check to see what the differences are, both from the 2x telephoto and the wide angle change. And it says wide angle macro now. I don't know about that. We're going to check that next. So hey, we'll be back in a minute. Now this is supposedly the macro off this lens. And we go back all the way out. All right, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and do the total zoom out of 10x in the stock camera. Want to get it all the way out. And there it is. We're going to put on the 2.2x teleconverter lens, and we're going to do that right now. So let me zoom back out. Now you can control the speed of the zoom in and out by how much pressure you put on that switch on top of the camera. Here's fast. So that's what that is. So let's go ahead and put this adapter on. Now the first thing you can see is the vignette. It's adding, you can actually see the inside of the lens. So what you have to do is to zoom back a little bit to get rid of the vignette. And now we'll do the zoom test. Now we're going to check this result out in the in post-production. I want to see how it is, but I want to get some shots using this system. So let me go back this down a little bit. There it is. All right, what we're going to do is shoot into this flower right here. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up out here at Lake Louisa State Park for this edition of On the Patio with Mr. D, where we are testing out the Vivitar screw-on lens adapters for the Canon Vixia HF S200 camera. Now, I don't know how they did. I won't know until I get into post-production, so I'll put notes at the end right here of what my findings were. And was it worth the $26? I mean, you're getting 2 lenses for 26 bucks. Come on. You can't expect a lot. And I'm not expecting a lot on this. So, hey, hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next one.